Welcome, my name is Peter Strong and I specialize in online mindfulness therapy for the treatment of anxiety and other common psychological emotional problems. So if you'd like to talk to an online therapist for help with your anxiety, then please go to my website and learn more about this online therapy service. So basically, the mindfulness therapy approach that I offer online through Skype focuses on teaching you how to work with your anxiety directly. It teaches you how to form a compassionate and conscious relationship with your anxiety so that you don't become overwhelmed by the fear or anxiety or other emotions. This is the first most important thing to do in mindfulness therapy, is learning to actually sit with your anxiety without becoming overwhelmed by it. And this we do by actually meditating on our emotions. So we learn to develop a conscious and non-reactive relationship with our emotions. In this way, you basically begin to overcome the habit of reactivity that feeds the anxiety or fear. So I'll show you how to do this during our online sessions, but it's really quite straightforward. You just have to train yourself to be able to sit with your anxiety without becoming lost in it, without becoming overwhelmed by it. So we start very simply, and then we progressively develop our mindfulness skills until we can achieve this. When you can sit with your anxiety without reacting to it with fear or aversion or trying to escape it in some way, then you're in a very strong position to help that anxiety heal. And that's the second part of the mindfulness therapy approach, is actually helping the anxiety heal itself. In effect, you begin to see the anxiety like a visitor, or even more powerfully, you see it like a child that has come to you for healing. The anxiety cannot heal itself without your conscious presence. When you can sit with that anxiety without reacting, then you can begin to investigate its structure and help that structure change. One of the most important parts of the anxiety that we will work with is the imagery of the anxieties. So all emotions are based around imagery. How you see the emotion in the mind is what actually causes that emotion to arise. And what happens is that this emotional imagery gets stuck and it becomes habitual in nature, so that any time a trigger occurs, it basically triggers this emotional imagery, and that recreates the anxiety. So we must learn to investigate this imagery and then help that imagery change. When the imagery changes, then the anxiety changes, and this is how we can overcome our anxiety and fear, by working with the imagery of the emotion. So there are many aspects to mindfulness therapy, but this is one of the more important processes that we develop during our mindfulness meditation on our anxiety. So the first step is learning how to sit with your anxiety without reacting and without feeding the anxiety through reactivity. And the second step is investigating the imagery of the anxiety and helping that change. The combination is very effective indeed. So if you'd like to learn more about this approach to working with your anxiety, and you like the idea of talking to an online therapist who specializes in mindfulness therapy for treating anxiety, then please send me an email and let's schedule a trial online therapy session. And you can see for yourself just how effective this approach is. Most of my clients see major improvements within 3 to 4 sessions. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to working with you to help you overcome your anxiety or fear. Thank you.